Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday night stream. We are playing Cricket 22 this Friday, and the reason being that it has just launched on Nintendo Switch. The original release of Cricket 22 was on the other consoles, the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the PC. That happened late last year, but the Switch release was a little bit delayed, and now it is out. It came out yesterday. So that's what we're playing. Now, I do have to make the disclaimer up front that I was involved with the development of this game. I was actually working with Big Ant Studios for a while there. That may be why you may or may not have noticed that we didn't cover anything that Big Ant Studios produced on the site for a while. Obviously, I didn't want to have that ethical issue where I was covering games that I was involved in the production of. But I'm not with Big Ant Studios anymore. I'm again free of them as such. So I feel like I can cover it. But I did want to make the disclaimer that I was involved with Cricket 22. I wrote the script for the narrative, and I was involved with the commentary and stuff as well. So, and I did PR for the company for a bit as well. So I was involved with the game. I had nothing to do with the Switch version of it, and again, that's why I feel like I can do this stream. I'm not going to recommend you buy it or not based on what I play, because that again would be, I guess, crossing a line. But I did want to show you it because, amongst other things, I am a huge fan of cricket. I love the sport. That was why I wanted to work with Big Ant in the first place, and it was quite the thrill to work on this game. I won't be reviewing this for digitally downloaded for the same reasons as well. I'm just going to stream it just to show you what it's like. But yeah, I will start to cover Big Ant games again going forwards because I'm not involved with the company. All right, so with all that disclaimer out the way, what are we looking at here? We're looking at the career mode, the thing that I was involved with a bit. And this is the very start of the career. I haven't really played the game much since I got it yesterday. And at the start, you go through this process where you kind of get your character created via a narrative thing. You get them introduced to your team, and you get to play some kind of example matches, which is probably all we'll get through in the course of this stream. The character creation thing I'm going to kind of blur through. You can get really in depth with it, but that's because I don't want to spend 2 hours customizing my player. We'll just jump through it, and hopefully we'll get to some matches pretty quickly. But yeah, so basically so far what I've done is the scenario is that you're sitting there on the chair, you're about to start your cricket career, the manager calls you up, you give them your name, you go through that very early stage of the character setup thing. And now, when I press the A button to continue, accept and continue, we're going to meet our coach and have our first meeting, and that will be that. So here we go. I am playing a women's career. Oh no, I create my character first. Okay, so I am playing a women's career. I just prefer women's sport, I guess. So let's just put in a date of birth. That doesn't have any meaning. It's not my birthday. I don't think you can go and get details about me from it. Right-handed, batter, bowler. There's all these batting styles you can choose between. Like I said, you can do an awful lot of customization with your character and stuff in this game. That's pretty close to how I actually bowl in real life, I think. Yep. So I've created, my character's called DD, of course, because after the DD mascots. Commentary name, there isn't actually going to be a DD here, so we're just going to have to get as close to... Hello, Colin. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Glad you didn't miss it because you thought it was broken. I did... what I do is I set up the stream and kind of sit there for a little bit just so I can get everything ready, and it does look like a blank screen. I've got to figure out a better way of doing that, but I'm glad you didn't leave. And I'm glad you're on the stream. So yeah, don't know if you're much of a cricket fan, but that's what we're playing tonight. Cricket. Cricket. Depends on what part of the world you're in, I guess. If you're in India, then you're probably a huge fan of it. If you're in America, probably not. Ah. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, you'll get to see what cricket games look like. It's pretty neat actually coming out so close to the baseball game. People can be compared directly between the two. They're basically the same sport, which is of course very controversial to say to anybody who's a cricket fan or a baseball fan. But let's face it, they are the same sport. Um, throw a ball and hit it with a bat. Most typical position for cricket is either left, right out, or the stumps. Yeah. They don't let me play cricket. Last time I played cricket, I nearly knocked somebody out with a ball that I thought was going to be a nice slow ball, but it ended up being a headhunter. And then they realised that I shouldn't be given the ball. So that was the start and end of my cricket career. Not exactly very good at the sport. I'm just going through all these names to try and find one that will more or less suit DD. There isn't exactly a DD. I'll go with Gall. That'll work. DK, that's her voice. Okay, so going through. That's the appearance. Like I said, I'm not going to change too much because it's just too much effort when you're trying to do a stream. But you can change all of these things here. You can select all kinds of body shapes and stuff. Or you can get into some really advanced options with it too. Let me see. Body. There, you can get into all these kinds of really... There's like millions of different points of things that you can mess around with. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm going to resist. Otherwise, you can spend too much time. So that's a character creation thing. Last time you played cricket, you broke a kid's nose. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're meeting our coach. That's the coach. What's important is that you're here. So, let's get you set up and running. Can you start by giving me a summary of yourself as a player? I know, I should know this already, but humor me. And tell me in your own words. So this is, you can change all your kind of character types. As a batter, I've always been a defensive player. I do like my defensive crickets. And as a bowler, I much prefer being a consistent bowler. I'm a very boring sports player. I'm defensive and consistent. No big explosive cricket play from me. And now you get to select your abilities. You're a nasty batsman because you always hit on the edge. So you got out a couple of times by court, I guess, Gone. Batting weakness. I'm going to be quite weak to power because I don't like fastballs. I duck. I get out of the way and just leave my wicket there so people can knock me over. And my bowling weakness... No, I'm not going to go with bouncers. I'm only a medium pace bowler anyway. You don't bowl bouncers as a medium pace bowler. So, now you also get to select perks and stuff. So there's quite a lot here, you see. These are all the perks that you can select between. I'm going to be a traditionalist. Yeah, traditionalist. And I'm going to be somebody who is very good at driving the ball. This won't mean much if you're not much of a cricket fan, but it means a lot to cricket fans. There's quite a lot of stuff you can do here. You can really customize your player. I'm going to be a front foot player as well. And that's it. I don't want any more batting ones. I don't want batting ones. How do I change to bowling? Give me bowling ones. Oh, there's more down here. I just had to keep scrolling down. So there's fielding ones. I don't care much about fielding. I was never good at catching the ball either. Really bad at that. Get in swing. I'll give myself a couple of bowling skills here. Just to tailor my player experience a bit. Death specialist, so in short form of the games, I'm good at the last couple of overs of bowling. And I'll be a good slow bowler, yeah. And then I'll give myself one fielding perk, just because I can. Boosts skills for getting run-outs, yeah, that'll be it. When I need to hit the stumps again. Do I want to hear a cricket joke? I do want to hear a cricket joke, Colin. Lay it on me. Okay, let's take a look at my fitness. How good are you feeling? I'm not going to be very good at fitness at all. I don't have a choice to say that I'm a fat bludger. I feel like I could run all day, just maybe not sprint that fast. That's probably best. Do I want to be an outfielder? Yes, I do want to be an outfielder. They're my preferred fielding positions, so that's fine. Yep.
Well, that's all I need to know. And what you need to know is
So as the coach here is saying, I have a match tomorrow, so straight into the game. This was just a little introduction, so it really is just an alternative, I guess, to the menu systems of other sports games. Just a little bit more interactive with a little bit of a narrative built into it, which was fun. And now we get into our first match. So I am playing in New Zealand. I've decided to be a New Zealand player. And that means that I'm playing at a club level. You start out at the very lowest club level of cricket.
listen up, everybody. We've got a new player joining us.
And now I'm meeting my team.
We've needed some fresh blood in this team, and they've got plenty of
They don't look very impressed with me, which is fair enough. Never liked the new blood.
Go bowling or something you lot do after training. Get to know everyone.
Okay, joke time. Colin here. What's the difference between Hook and Hughes? No idea, Colin. What is the difference? While I meet the rest of my teammates. And that's our local club. That's where I think we'll be playing our first match. Initializing career. So yes, that's kind of the opening. It's not a narrative mode in the same sense that FIFA's a narrative mode. FIFA has a story thing, or even baseball, but you know, it's also not a AAA sports game. It's kind of a mid-tier sports game property, and that is the compromise, I guess. So here we go. We can play as, when you get into a career match, you can play as either your entire team if you want to, or you can play as just your player, which is what I'm going to do. And it is a T20, so it's a nice short match to start with. I'm Christchurch, which is the Beaver thing there. I don't know why I chose Christchurch, but that's the team I'm starting at. And we are playing a T20, so we'll jump into that. As you can see, club teams are not exactly very highly statted, but our team has a slight advantage. We're 54 to 52. And they're yellow and we are blue. Okay, so this will probably take a while to load. What's different to the Hook Hughes? Nothing. They were both killed by a bouncer. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's a good joke, Colin. But I'm going to get in trouble for that from someone now. You watch. So yeah, I have obviously played this on the other consoles. The loading times on PlayStation 5 in particular are really quick, but this game has a lot to load in terms of the field, the players, and the match settings and all that kind of stuff. So the initial load for this game on Switch, I imagine, is going to be quite lengthy. And there's probably no way around that just because it's dealing with a lot of data. There was a lot of loading for Cricket 19, the previous one on Switch as well. But we'll get there. There we go. Continue. So here's the field. Like I said, local club. There's not exactly many people in the stand, but you did notice there were a couple of people there watching. Some people turned out to watch their favourite local club play a match or two. And we've got some commentators there because it's the women's game. The commentary team is all women, I believe. There are a couple of different female commentators, and I'm pretty sure during the women's game it's just women commentators. You made that joke as soon as news broke about Philip Hughes. Oh gosh, that was quite shocking. I remember being quite. I actually saw that happen. I was watching the match and I was a little bit shook. But that's the sport, I guess. Cricket uses a very hard ball, and they do bowl it very fast, so it is quite a dangerous sport. If you ball hits your head, it's going to hurt. So we are batting first in this T20. I'm playing an all-rounder, so I probably won't get many hits out. Unless a lot of people get out quickly. T20 is a match where there's only 20 overs. It's all over very quickly. If you're a middle order player, then there's a good chance you won't get much of a bat. Which is fine, because I don't like T20 cricket anyway. There, see, I'm the 5th player. DD there. There we go. I do get a bat out. Excellent. So I think you get to swing the bat a bit. This is my very first match, so of course I have no stats, but the game does track all the stats, which is great. Who doesn't like stats? Here we go. So, oh, there's only 1 over left. So, yeah. Oh, that's a good start. I got a run. Nice smooth batting there. That'll probably be it, I reckon. Oh, no, I do get another bat out. Yeah, it was quite shocking because it did come out of nowhere. It wasn't the player, obviously. The bowler wasn't trying to be nasty. It was just a normal ball. But yeah, it was... Oh, yes, got past. 4 runs. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it was just a normal ball, and it was just a bouncer, and it got under his helmet. So it was just one of those freak accidents. And it must have been absolutely shocking for the bowler. Like, I can only imagine how the bowler must have felt at that event. None of that can happen in Cricket 22, of course. Run like a cheap pair of stockings here. I'm very good at running. I'll do it again. Oh, yes, got to pass again. 2 in a row. Look at my strike rate. Faced 3 balls, got 8 runs. 9 runs. Strike rate of 300. Yeah. Put the ball in a bad spot. I'm going to put it away. It's a little cameo I'm playing right at the end of the match here. 4 balls left and it's the end of the innings. Uh-oh. Got there, just in time.
Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Oh, I get to face another 2 balls. What can I do? Oh, I hit that too well. Hit that too well, straight to the field and run to the outfield. If I had hit it a bit softer, then I could have got an extra run out of that. Hit it for 6. No, I'm not going to get out, you see. I'm a defensive player, remember. Okay, so... After that, I believe that's the end of the innings. And now it will cross over to us to bowl and try and defend that total. I believe. Yep, so they're out now batting. Now, when you are in the fielding squad, when you're not bowling, you can field. You can actually watch every single ball being played. And nope, that one's not for me. But as you can imagine, unless you actually have to field the ball, that is not the most exciting way to play cricket. You found your old Pirate CD copy of RPG Maker 2000. Those were the days. I swear it was XP for me, and it was. They didn't even localize them back then. They were translated, I think, by Russian pirates. So it was translated into English from Russian, and that made learning how to use the software fascinating. But it was great. I love RPG Maker. I'm looking forward to the new one, RPG Maker Unite. It seems like they're going to be doing quite some different things with it, so it could be quite good. It could be very good indeed. Anyway, I'm going to skip past all this fielding. I just want to get to the bit where I get to bowl. So, yeah, you can simulate through to the point where you bowl. Now, I'm a medium-paced bowler, so in T20 this is not going to go well for me, but let's give it a go. Oh! That's got to be close. It's got to be close. It was hitting the wickets. Oh. Come on, ump. It's a bit rude. I thought that was going to be out for sure. Oh! I'm threatening the pads. Maybe I am a threat bowler.
Got that away nicely.
That was a bit full. I just gave away 4 runs there.
Reads the length.
A little bit too full.
Forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Oh, straight through.
Oh, didn't
Nicely
get the
done.
moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
This is pretty good T20 bowling.
Huge appeal.
Oh, these are close. These are got to be close. I just realised if you don't know what cricket is, then you have no idea what's actually going on with all this stuff. Oh, that was terrible. That's going for 6. You know what that is. That's universal.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up.
Gave him a little bit too much width there. Terrible bowling. Unacceptably bad bowling, that was.
Morris, the spinner, coming into the attack.
So that was the end of my over 2. 10 runs off it, so believe it or not so terrible for T20, but not exactly what I was looking for. Would have been nice to get a wicket or something.
Ball from the university end.
Okay, so they brought me back for a second over. You can get a maximum of 4 overs as a bowler in T20. Well, thanks for thanks for not fielding that wicketkeeper.
Nicely run. Working the ball away into the gaps to find an easy single.
Oh yeah, that's better. That's better zones. My teammates congratulating me for that one. I think so. That was a good ball. Let's put in a slightly spicier, faster paced one. Let's see what we can get.
Shot.
Oh, what?
Into the gap, and that's racing away.
She just fell over. She didn't even try to field that. She just fell over. Tripped. And this is what happens when you play in the lower divisions. Let's just see that again. She just fell over. Oh no, we're not going to get to see it again.
Moving the scoring rate along after that last shot. Their intentions are clear for this innings. Couldn't get it through the field.
It was a good comeback after the boundary last ball.
All right, let's try Yorker. Got to try and get some wickets here. Got to try something a bit riskier. Catch, 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 catch. Maybe not.
Confident appeal.
I don't know why I appealed there. I was getting a bit hopeful that that was going to be a wicket. But it fell just short. But only a single. So far only on 6 of this over. And let's hope we can finish it out well.
Power and precision in that shot.
Solid shot. Really well
Damn it.
played.
It was looking like a good over. Ends up being another 10.
Great shot off the back foot.
Am I threatening the wicket at least? Let's have a look at this. Nah, they're all going over anyway. So the umpire's right to not give me these wickets. As much as I want them, I've got to give the umpire cred for doing the right thing. All right, looks like we get a 3rd over. So they're persisting with us. They're giving us a good chance on debut. Remembering that this is my very first match. Oh dear.
Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into
Oh
the crowd.
dear.
To get that much power coming
I'm
forward,
thinking my lack of pace is costing me a bit here
ridiculous.
with my bowling.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of.
My players are always more tuned towards, they're always much more tuned towards being long form bowlers. You know, 3-day matches, 4-day matches, test matches. That's really what I try to play towards,
Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
where you can just keep bowling all day long. This short form cricket is just not for me. Oh, straight through.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Oh,
Complete miss.
tempting the bat there.
Superb delivery.
So they need 83 from 68 balls. They've got 68 more balls. They're going to make this easy. We're going to lose this match. Yeah. 83 from 68 in T20, that's nothing, especially when you haven't lost a wicket yet.
Times that shot to perfection.
Some good fielding out there on the boundary.
Pressure on that run.
Only got the one there. Could have been 4. Saved it on the ropes. Last ball of this over. Let's try to not give away 6. Nope. They're just going to loft it up and get another 4.
Flown to the boundary.
Well, you don't chase those.
I am taking some punishment out there.
And that has
Engaging bodyline cricket. Yeah, if I had a little bit more pace, I would. Unfortunately, when you're bowling at like 100 k's an hour, because you're just a dinky medium pace bowler, bodyline doesn't quite work. You give them room, you give them easy runs.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the
Yeah.
press box end.
Not much I can do about that. I'm just going to have to accept that. I'm going to have an economy rate of like 10.7. Yeah. Club cricketer indeed. They need 32 from 36 balls. They're going to easily make it. But at least I get my 4 overs.
Well, that's a wild
So that's a nice thing.
nothing elegant about
Being on
it.
debut and
It's
getting your
just
full
not timing
allotment
it
of
at
overs. Oh, they did my trick.
Tucks it away. Could be 4 if
That's what I did. No one was batting.
Lovely shot off the back.
Push them over and rub dirt in their hair. Yeah,
Getting dispatched for 4 runs.
that's for when we play football next, Colin. When I do a football stream, that's what we'll be doing.
always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball. But just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
What the heck?
Showing that they mean
Oh, now they're just showing off.
barely seem to have got going and they're hitting
That's just... That's a shot. Yeah, that's just being cheeky.
Getting
No respect for the bowler,
crease
that
now.
shot.
Would have been very happy with that last shot. Big shout.
Give me it. Just give me it. Nah. Oh, well. I don't think I'm going to get a wicket this match somehow. Oh, got an edge. But because I didn't have any fielders there, it ended up going for a run instead. That's not football, that's hand egg. Egg slaps. We should make the official game of the 2022 Australian election, where it's just about trying to egg as many politicians as possible. That would be fun. I'd buy that game. So that's me over for this match now. I like the consistency. I was pretty consistent there. I was pretty... I mean, I didn't get results, but hopefully the captain is appreciative of my efforts there.
Bowler is coming into the attack from the press box end.
And that will just simulate through to the end of the match.
Always looked like a total that'd be tough to defend. They'd have hoped to put up more of a fight though. In the end, a very comprehensive victory.
I wasn't too sure which way this match was going at first.
So I didn't get man of the match, player of the match,
In the end.
unfortunately.
The coverage, and we'll
If you ask me, I deserved it. Those 2 fours were pretty impressive batting efforts. More stories of kids with screwdrivers hugging out politicians. Let's not talk politics. It just depresses me. See, I didn't get anything on there. I wasn't in the top scorers or the top bowlers. But the other team won by 9 wickets. So that was not a match to remember. That's not the debut you want. That's for sure. But, yeah, because in career mode you can skip through to just your players' bits. This is just loading. Takes its time. Just because it's you can skip to your players' bits. Matches go quite fast, which is good. Because cricket can be a very long game. Very, very long game. So to have it go fast when you for it to be able to go fast for the career is quite good. It's basically the same way that the baseball game works, really. So we didn't quite level up, but you do have an experience system there. I did get some points for my drive and cut because I used them in the match. So as you use bits and pieces, you do get stats up. And my bowling stats, because I used quite a lot, improved. I don't know why I got a booster to my bouncer. I didn't throw down a bouncer. But anyway, they improved. And then I got some boosters to my fielding, which happened all off screen because I let the AI handle that. So now we're back to meeting the coach. I don't think he's going to be happy with my efforts there.
But don't worry, we were all there once. No one expected a game-winning performance from you first.
Yeah, that was a shaky first match out. We were all there once. Thanks, coach. Thanks, coach. So now you get introduced to another little bit part of the game.
But you can also decide just to have a bit of a hit or a bowl.
So we're going to hit the nets. You do have to train a bit. You can train to improve your stats and stuff as well. But you do have to manage your players' fatigue. They get tired if they train too much. Or if you're like me, I'm never going to train anyway. But there is the potential to get yourself injured if you overtrain and work too hard. So we'll just let this load again. Hopefully it doesn't take quite so long to load because it's into the nets rather than the whole match. We are getting there. Loading times. You almost forget what loading times are like when you spend a bit of time playing the PlayStation, as I have been. I spent quite a lot of time playing PlayStation recently, and yeah, you do forget that loading times are a thing that you need to think about on any other console, on the Switch anyway. But it is what it is. Just a little bit of patience and it's fine. I'm actually quite happy with how this has turned out on Switch, actually, because this game was definitely designed for the next generation of consoles with 4K resolution and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out on the Switch, how the engine was going to move down to the Switch. But it's nice. I like the way it looks. So I'm just practicing, like, you can spend as much time as you want, really, just practicing your batting and bowling in here. And as you do, you will get improvements to the stats. There's me practicing trying to hit a 6. I'm not very good at that. I don't think I'm going to be hitting too many 6s in the near future. I just haven't built my play around that. Ooh. Try to bounce there. Put it away pretty nicely. So there are a couple of different ways to actually play Cricket Night 22, which I'm not going to really explain the controllers, but the way I like to play it is you use the left thumbstick to move your character around and to select footwork, and then you use the right stick to control the direction where you hit the ball. So it has a pretty good feel that approximates the way that actual cricket works. So if you want to do a front foot shot like that, then you can. Or you can do a back foot shot, or get out, as I just did then. But you can do a back foot shot if the bowling calls for that. Quite easily, you can move around in the crease a bit if you need to. See, that was me attempting a back foot shot. Didn't quite work because that should have been a front foot shot. But yeah, you get complete control over how you play. Well, that was a good shot. You get complete control over how you actually move around the crease with this control system, which is nice. Older cricket games, you just pressed a button and hoped that it would go the way you wanted it to. You have much more fine control with this system. So we'll do one more practice shot, then we'll head back out. We have another match on the way. I missed. So once you finish training, you can just get out of here. You can jump back in whenever you want to practice some more. You can also practice your bowling, of course. So I should see some stat increases once it loads in. See, I get some stat increases there. So that's a quick way you can boost your batting skills if you need to. Don't know why the fielding improved then, but it did. So now we have a 50 over match against Rolleston. I don't even know where Rolleston is in New Zealand, but that is where we're playing. And we are playing at Rolleston Oval. So it's a different field. And yeah, 50 overs. So this is the more classical form of one-day cricket where you do have a little bit longer to bat. And the scores, obviously, the batting scores are higher, and you can be a little bit more conservative about, oh dear, we just had a crash. Well, we better jump back in and try that again. That's not good. Crashes is bad. But yeah, 50 over match, you do have a little bit longer to play, so you can be a little bit more conservative, which suits the way I like to play cricket. That was not a good crash. On stream, no less. I should say that I am playing this on just the day one patch. Apparently there is a larger patch on the way quite soon, which one would hope will help with the stability of it and minimize those crashes. So we'll just go over here. Here's career. I should have showed you all this stuff actually. There is all this stuff. You can actually create entire teams if you want to. And that's what people tend to do. The licenses in the game are only for the West Indies, England, Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland. So if you want to create any other international teams, you can do so quite easily. There is all these different competitions and tours and things. You can actually create your own tours and competitions if you want as well. And there's that career mode, which is what we've been playing. You can also play the Ashes themselves. And you can play online. If you want to play a test match online, you can do that. So luckily autosave means that I hopefully just jump straight into the next match, which was against Rolleston. We are the lowest statted team this time. Rolleston is apparently the superior team on the player stats. So let's jump into it. Okay, so it didn't crash this time. So it isn't a permanent crash. It was just a temporary crash. It was just a one-off. So we're just waiting for it to load. That's the one I should actually check. I haven't got the MLB The Show on Switches yet. The plan is to get it, but I'd be interested to see what the loading times are like on that with the compared to the PlayStation 5 version of MLB The Show. Because on the PS5 they're seamless, but on the Switch I imagine they'll be a bit longer. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time we've had you on a stream, so good to have you here. Glad you could join us. I'm not sure if you're a cricket fan or not. We don't usually play too many sports games on these streams, but I am a big-time cricket fan, and this just came out this week on Switch, so I had to give it a go. That's why I'm streaming it. But yeah, glad to have you here, and hopefully we'll see you around with future streams as well. I am getting back into it. I took a long hiatus with doing streams and regular videos on the YouTube channel because I had to get the website redone, and after that I was pretty exhausted, to be honest. But I'm getting back into it now. You'll see more videos from me popping up. Nice. Excellent. Glad that you're a cricket fan too. Have you played any of the other versions, or will the Switch version be your first? Have you played the game on PS5 or Xbox or PC as yet? So we're just loading into our one-day match here, 50 overs. I'm not sure who won the toss. I don't know if I'm batting or bowling. I'll find out in a second.
Okay, everything looks set to get this match.
We are fielding. Okay. So I'm just skipping through to when I get the ball in my hands, which be now.
Ball coming into the attack from the university end.
So yeah, that wasn't a good first outing for me. When you start your career, when you play in club level, all your stats are merged together, which is, to be honest, is a little bit frustrating because you'll have a better economy rate in 3-day matches, which you also play at club level. But those stats are included in your T20 results as well. So your stats don't look good at club level. But once you get promoted to the higher levels, then you start to get much better. Or it keeps the stats kind of separate. So you'll start to see whether you're a T20 player or a Test match player at that point.
Good running.
Oh, nice. Shane Warne cricket fan from 1998. Yes, I did love that one as well. That's the EA and Codemasters cricket games. They were great. I really did enjoy those. I've been a cricket fan since cricket video game fan. I've been a cricket fan my whole life, but I've been playing cricket video games since Super International Cricket on the Super NES. My brothers and I used to get into all kinds of fights playing that game. That was a great game itself. So I've been playing cricket sports games forever and a day.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Oh, Don Bradman 14 was the last cricket game you played. Okay, so you're going to find that this one is a lot like Don Bradman cricket, but obviously many years later down the track. It uses the same basic idea, like the controls are similar and the general feel of the game is similar, but you know, they've been working on it for 16 years since that one, so you're going to see a huge improvement to what you played with Don Bradman cricket. But yeah, I love Don Bradman cricket as well. That was the game that convinced me I wanted to work for Big Ant, actually. So after I played that for like 400 hours, I realized I wanted to find some way to work with Big Ant, and I ended up doing their PR for quite a while. I was working with Big Ant from Don Bradman 17 to the console, not the Switch release, but the console release of this one. So yeah, I was working with them for quite some time.
Pressure on that run.
And then I got to write the narrative for this one. So, well, most of the narrative anyway. The bits and pieces, that was largely me. And a lot of the commentary was me as well. So as you're playing, Scott, you'll...
Perfect timing.
I couldn't quite get to it. I nearly had some action in the field. So as you're playing this, Scott, the words that you see in here, a lot of them came from me. That's my call to fame anyway. I'll skip past this fielding stuff again. I don't want to field. I just want to bowl and get to the batting. The batting's my favourite part of cricket, and I like to do the bowling a bit as well, but yeah, the batting's my favourite side. Oh, catch it for me. Oh, just short.
Simple as you like inside.
Almost got my first wicket.
Hit to the boundary last ball and comes back with a dot.
How to download official license teams. All the official teams are in the game when you buy it. So you don't need to download any official teams. You can download community creations, but they're not official.
A little late on that. No runs.
The official teams are all on the game from off the cartridge or off the disc. This is some pretty good conservative bowling I'm doing here. Slowing the run rates down. Keeping them honest. This was better than my T20 bowling anyway. Oh, I thought that was going to sneak through the bat there.
Good piece of fielding to stop.
I had hopes that I was about to hit the wicket and get my first,
Single there.
Onto the front foot.
but not
Runs it
quite.
Nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Denied at the last second. I don't know what she's looking at. The trees. Nice trees. Just chilling out, looking at the trees. Let's try and put a Yorker in. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Oh!
Wild shot.
I don't know why. I don't know why I appealed for that one. There was nothing to appeal there, but I gave it a go anyway. Threw in my effort.
Going with spin now.
So I only gave away like 1 run then. That was pretty cool. Oh, finally, my team got a wicket because we didn't get a wicket in the T20 match. So we finally got a wicket. The bowling team. It only took about 40 hours of bowling. That's good. Economy rate 2.0. I hope I can keep that forever. If I can keep that going, I'll be very happy. But try and get a wicket or two along the way as well.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving.
Throwing them down.
Line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Oh, it's a nick. Did not carry to the slip though. Just got past them. So close. Still hunting for my first wicket. That was a chance that just went by. Do I think the Switch version is much different to the PS5? Well, from what I've played, the Switch version does run at a slightly slower frame rate, as you can probably see on the screen. It seems to be, it does seem to be locked. I'm not seeing any frame rate drops, but it seems to be locked at 30 rather than 60, which is on the PS5. You get 60 frames per second. But other than that, there's a slight drop in graphical quality, but not as much as I thought was going to be the case. So obviously you don't get 4K resolution as you do on the PS5, but yeah, I think it's pretty... Oh, did I get a wicket? I got a wicket! I nearly missed that. I nearly forgot to appeal. Thank you. Yeah, the graphical quality is good for the Switch, I think. Not 4K, but the character models look nice. It's not too fuzzy and stuff. And it plays the same, so
Well, the end of an entertaining
I think it's I think it's a better quality port than the Cricket 19 was to Switch.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They don't have much time to set.
And I ended up playing Cricket 19 on Switch for like 400 hours or something. So it's my second most played Switch game. So if this game can be of a similar standard, I'll be very happy indeed. That was not a very good ball. Luckily, I got away with that. Only a single or double. Two.
Good return back from the deep.
Double? I was using the baseball term there. 2 runs. The other thing I should mention is the loading times on this are much more significant than they are on the PS5. The PS5 loads in very quickly. Like you're talking a couple of seconds at most, but it takes a lot longer to load things in with this one. But there's nothing they can really do about that. That's just the Switch. So I don't really hold that against them. So I've got my first wicket as a bowler. I'm pumped now.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it
Ooh,
off.
I fielded that.
Mike was maybe a bit too eager there. The ball wasn't really there to play that shot.
Misjudged.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a chance to show you on the stream tonight. A lot of the career stuff that I guess I'm biased because I participated in it, but a lot of the career stuff that I really like, there's social media posts, not social media posts, there's interviews. You can do interviews based on your performance. Oh, why did I throw it down that end?
Did horribly, but very good.
There's a whole bunch of kind of little narrative elements in there that I really enjoyed. And I'm not going to get a chance to show you those today. But you will spend quite a lot of time playing the career mode is the point.
Going for 4.
There's quite a lot to it.
Away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
That
That last
was
ball,
not great bowling.
want to repeat of.
I've lost it a little bit.
Don't want to give away easy
I got a little bit cocky after getting that wicket and I've lost my control of my line and length.
Great shot.
And then I've put on... That was... See, I deserve that. I did deserve that. That was terrible bowling.
Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Unacceptable, DD.
I'd like to see them aim for top.
I've given away 10 runs this over. Before then it was only 7 runs for the 3 overs and now I've given away 10 in 1. Boo.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. This match seems to be
Killed my economy rate for this match. Oh well. Going to give me a break? Nope. And they're going to pull me in for the 5th over of my 10. They might bowl me out. Oh, I don't know if I heard something then. It's a bit hard for me to hear when I've messed with the sound so that it doesn't mess with my stream. So I'm just going to probably put in a couple of appeals that are nothing. But anyway. Slower ball. Nice.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Played it really straight. That's right.
Driven off the front foot.
Just a single from that.
Shot.
Can deal with singles.
More there.
Singles means good bowling. Oh, I don't like bowling to lefties. Oh, that was a good one, though. That was across the face of the bat.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly.
That could have been a very easy edge. Last ball of my over. Let's see if I can keep it to just one from the over. That would be sweet. No. I'll get at least one. Another one.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball.
That's right. Only 2 from that over.
End of a tidy over. Batting doesn't
Some riveting cricket going on here.
good pressure being exerted.
Right, they give me yet another over. Really relying on my bowling. Must be the consistency. 1 for 19 off 5. That's not too bad, really. Not by modern cricket standards, anyway.
Nicely run. Working the ball away into the gaps to find an easy single.
Who's my favourite player? Of all time, I'm a fan of the Wars as well, I think, but probably Steve Waugh more than Mark.
No run.
I've always liked the all-rounder, I think. I've always been a fan of the all-rounder. I'm also a huge fan of Maxi. Maxi's just a legend. Glenn Maxwell is he's just the nicest guy as well. I've actually met him, and he's just the coolest guy. I think he's always been so poorly treated by Cricket Australia and the selectors and everybody. He's a better player than his reputation. He can play test match cricket easily, long form cricket, and he's always deserved more than he's got. But yeah, he's a legend, just an absolute legend. So Maxi is probably my favourite of the modern players. I'm a big fan of Steve Waugh. And of the international players, I like the Windies bowlers back when they were... Oh, that's a terrible... the 2 Windies quicks, the Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh, they were great. I always loved watching them as a youngster. Matty Hayden, he's a cool guy too. That was terrible bowling. Gave away 6.
Something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
I'm calling for nothing there.
Umpire shows no interest, only wasting their breath there. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack.
The other one is I've always been a fan of the I've always been a fan of the underdog. So I've actually always been a big fan of the Zimbabwe team. Like, I'm really big fan of the Zimbabwe team. I went and watched them during the World Cup when it was here in Australia. I watched them play against the Windies there. That was great. And yeah, I've always been a big fan of them. I was a fan of Heath Streak and the Flowers brothers, and more recently, what's his name? I can't even remember his name now off the top of my head. I have a mental blank. But yeah, I'm a fan of the Zimbabwe team. I hope they find a way of getting back into some kind of prominence in cricket, because the sport was better with them in it than in the state that they're in at the moment. So that was the end of that 50-over match. Oh, the innings. We've got to chase down 305 runs. So we've got to do better than a run a ball. That's quite a total at club level cricket. Quite a total indeed. So the run chase starts, but because I'm a mid-order player, I won't come in for the first couple of overs. Hopefully my team doesn't get knocked out for nothing before me. So that's a good start for them. I'm about to come in. Here I am. Oh, that's all right. So I've got about 25 overs to bat if I want to.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball.
Kumbla, yeah, he was great too. Absolutely. All right, so 22.2 overs. I've got 27 overs to play if I don't get out, which is good. I can take my time to get in, noodle the ball around a bit, and then if I'm still there in 20 overs or so, I can start to swing big time. Got to chase 306, so quite a big target. Nope, 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 back.
Looking for the quick single.
That was a well-hit ball, but it was straight at a fielder, so nothing in that one for me.
Single decided against it, and probably for the better.
Oh, that was poorly placed. Oh no, it was the right choice of footwork and timing. It was just I swung early, so that's why I didn't get anything out of that one. And nothing there. So I survived the over at least.
Wicket as well, putting enormous pressure on the batters. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the...
So skip through to me batting again. 125 for 4. Let's do this. Give me something. The fielder tracked it down, but at least I got off the mark. I now have a run in this innings, which is always a nice feeling. Do not like getting out for a duck. Doesn't matter if you're playing real world cricket or virtual cricket. Getting out for a duck still sucks. We've got to get a run rate of 7, so don't want that to get away from us. But I'll just get the singles. The other player is on 70 or something, so yeah, 70 of 79. So I'll just rotate the strike and let the AI handle this, I think, for a bit. At least until that other player gets out. Oh no, that's not good. They brought the fast bowler on and I just lost it. Okay, out for 2. That's not a very good start to my career at all. Edged it. Straight into the keeper's gloves. That was embarrassing. Out for 2. Bye-bye, Didi.
Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
With the fall of that wicket, the new...
So the career's got a... well, at least nobody else in the team's done much better. There's just one player in the team that got a good score, but everybody else got nothing. So we lost that one badly, but unsurprisingly, it wasn't just me. It was the whole team that let us down. Alright, so just letting the loading happen again. Like I've said a couple of times on the stream so far, this game does have loading times on the Switch, which is, I guess, a little bit annoying, but at least I leveled up. So my drive score is getting better and better. My bowling is improving and my fielding continues to improve as well. So we'll have another meeting with the coach. And I believe now we head into the gym, which I haven't shown you yet. There's some gym mini games as well you can use to improve your fitness and stuff. Yep, we're into the gym for a session.
Hi there. Welcome to my little den. No doubt you've heard some horror stories about what goes on down here, but don't worry, they're mostly exaggerations. I'm the trainer here, and it's my job to keep you in peak physical condition. Now, we don't want you to push it too hard, or you'll find yourself too tired on match day. But I want to make it clear, I do want to see you here often. Otherwise, I'll be letting your coach know why your performances on the field are not up to scratch. And I'll be here to guide you towards your goals. Just let me know when you want to train. And take your time in the gym seriously. So, let's get going, shall we?
So that's our gym trainer we've just met. And now we get to choose what gym routine we want to do. There's a whole bunch here. They all improve various stats. giving you boosts and stuff. Let's do the rowing machine. That'll improve our control. Let's go with a medium workout. And with this one, each mini game plays differently, of course, significantly differently. But with this one, you want to, and you've got to, you've got to follow the little green thingy around there on the side to create reps. And if you do that, well, then you get a bonus. So yeah, these gym things are not uncommon these days, I guess, in sports games. There's a lot of them in Cricket 22, so you can do all kinds of different training. And you don't have to. You can still play without them. So if you're feeling like you're not really interested in them, then don't worry, don't do them. But if you do want to boost your stats, then you can. They're not bad. I've never really got mini games in sports games as a general thing, but certainly compared to the horror show that is the mini games in MLB The Show, gosh, they're terrible. The MLB The Show, the new one, 22, is a good game in pretty much every way except for those damn mini games. I really don't like those, but these ones are better and less intensive. You don't have to really do them. And I did 9 reps. So I got a silver medal for that, which gave me a boost of 10 to my control. And now we play our first lengthy match. This is the type of cricket I like to play. A 3-day match because it's club level, and we're playing against Lincoln, the horse team. So here we go. According to the stats, we should have a significant advantage over this Lincoln team. 63 plays 59. So let's do it. Yep. Here we go. So we'll do it. Let it load. Give it a couple of minutes to load. 2 minutes or however long it takes to do so. And then we'll get into a 3-day match, which are always fun. I do like the endurance of extended cricket. Test matches, of course, at the best. 5-day matches, they're great, but okay, let's do it. Let's get into this. Hopefully we get to bat. I'd much rather bat.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Mel Jones, and with me in the commentary.
So in a 3-day match, each day has 120 overs rather than 90 as a test match does, and you do have 2 innings for each side. So they're pretty lengthy matches. If you play every single ball in a test match or a 3-day match or whatever, then it's a pretty lengthy day's game in ahead of you. But because we can skip the bits where we're fielding and whatever, it won't go for nearly that long. Flicking the coin. Come on. Win and bat. Because I'm not the coach or captain, I don't get to make these decisions. So I just have to hope the captain does what I want the captain to do. We're bowling. So nope, we're not going to be batting.
Everything about the pitch says there are runs to be had, and I reckon the bowlers are going to have a difficult time.
Now, depending on how much the team relies on me, I could end up bowling 20 overs in this session. I've done that before, even though I'm meant to be a part-time bowler. They do sometimes rely on you quite heavily. Oh, good. Look at that. That's a good score to start with. Bring me on now. That's excellent. This team's struggling. Our opposition.
Back into the attack. The runs have slowed. They're a good option to continue tying these batters down.
24 for 4 off 11 overs. Okay, let's get a wicket.
onto that in the infield.
So the AI does play differently in each form of cricket as well. When you're playing T20, the AI is ridiculously... why do I keep pulling the ball there? That's really bad of me. The AI is incredibly aggressive in T20. They're a little bit less so in 50-over matches, at least for the first 40 overs or so, and then in the last 10 they accelerate. But in this form of cricket, you've got to do stupid things like I just did there with that ball for them to really go after you. For the most part, they're just content to noodle singles around and take the fours when they're given to them on a silver platter.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Which is why I prefer this form of cricket for bowling. I like keeping economy rates down, and it's harder to do that in T20s.
Simple as you like inside the ring.
So
Maybe they didn't pick that
yeah.
up very late on the shot.
Oh,
On the drive.
this pitch is playing a bit low, so I might bring my wicketkeeper up actually next time I bowl.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure.
Yeah, the pitch is playing a little bit low, so what I'm going to do is I will bring the field up. Everybody in. Let's try and get a catch close to the ground.
Drives it. Wild shot. Crying wolf is not the best approach.
No.
Just annoy the umpire.
I just can't be sure. I can't hear the nick. So I'm just, if it's close, I'm gonna appeal.
Great shot.
Why do I keep doing that? Put it on the pads like that. It's just gonna go to 4 every time.
Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder?
I've done it again. Got away with it that time, but gosh.
Just threw
That's
the shot
better.
too early. A little bit of wobble on that ball.
Got to leave out of that.
Taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
And we'll finish the over. Oh, they gave him a little bit too much width on the side there, so that went through for 4 as well.
Class of batting.
He deserved that as well.
Forward, dispatches
It is
to
what
the
it is.
boundary.
Again.
Can't get that.
Phew,
outside
got away with it.
infield.
I'm bowling terribly in this match so far. Absolutely terribly. That's better.
Good footwork behind the
That's
stumps.
where I want to put it.
Cleanly. No interest though from the batter.
Ooh.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Oh, just short.
Just through the shot.
There was an edge there. It was just short. Tried a little bit fuller that time. That was deliberate. Didn't quite get the result I wanted, but that's all right. Oh.
Edge.
I don't know why I appealed for that. Because it was going to be a maiden and they didn't let me have a maiden, that's why. 1 run from the over though. That was all right. That was a good over. Giving me a 4th over. Oh, just a little bit too much width.
That's just beautiful.
A lovely
Easy cut shot there for the batter.
no
Once again, I
Getting
deserved it.
smashed for 4 runs.
Oh, that's better. That was a bit
Well, that's a
spicier.
wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all.
That was a bit
Poor
spicier. Ooh, this is a better line. I like this.
The batter happy to let it go through.
This is threatening. This is very good
A
bowling.
little late on that. No runs scored.
Oh,
Big appeal.
I wasn't expecting that one to be a wicket. I just threw it in there just to antagonise the batter a little bit. Another wicket's fallen down. You're going to give me another over. Okay. I start my 5th.
Getting right
I think I found my line, at least on this
solid
pitch.
defence.
I throw it up a little bit more and target the wickets with a little bit of outswing. And it seems to be hard for the AI to play.
Edged it.
Off the
Level there,
toes.
could be 4. A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Oh, that's a bit much. Why do you take your time to pick that up?
Just finding
Should
the
have
gap,
just
and that allows
dived
the
down and
execution
flicked
of
it.
the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Dug that out well.
One more ball in this over. They'll probably give me a break after this over. I can't imagine they'll give me a 6th. Straight through.
No
Cool.
interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Gaul has a
Decent
good
economy
chance
rate
to
there I'm
strike
bowling at.
after that good over, putting the batters under a little bit more pressure as they so often do.
Yeah, see, a couple of those were pretty threatening balls. That was good. Good over. Yeah, give me a break now. Bringing me back on for the lower order. Here's my chance to get a wicket.
Gaul back into the
Here's a really good chance. Give me wickets. Yeah! First ball, I knew I was going to get one from the lower order. You always your eyes light up when you get to bowl to 8, 9, and 10. They had nothing. Oh, they even nicked it onto the wicket for me. Thank you very much. I'll take it. My 2nd wicket in cricket.
Another one goes off to the pavilion. That's 9 down now. Some good bowling, finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the end.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic
I think that hit
drive to cut it off.
the ground first.
They're confident.
Yeah, it was a bouncer. That's all right. I'm threatening.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just a bit too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Ooh. Batsman's moving out of the way to give themselves a bit of width, and that's always a chance of them missing it. And the ball hitting the wickets, I can get my 2nd wicket in this over, hopefully. Or at least a maiden. Maiden wicket would be fine. Yes, maiden wicket. That's a good over. That's the kind of way I like to bowl.
Good momentum as they continue to tighten the screws.
117 for 9.
Can I get another over, Key? Ooh,
Edged.
why not?
Loud appeal.
It was worth it. You can appeal off every ball if you want to. Why not? It annoys people. Oh,
So close to leg.
just shaving the paint of the stumps there.
Timing's all
That
on.
could have
These
been good.
crickets are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Ah, they got that one away. So they'll get a single.
No pressure on that run.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
That was good. They got it away, but that was a good ball. I like that one. I'll get 4 for that, I think.
Can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Awkward, but well played.
Okay.
Another good over comes to an end.
Another over's done. Didn't get my last wicket, but still relatively conservative bowling. I get another one. Excellent.
Gaul has the ball again.
Change your bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side. Elegant as ever, and picking up good runs.
Ooh, straight through the legs. If I had been a little bit more accurate, that could have been a wicket. It just didn't come back enough.
Well, that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
That's frustrating. Especially when you get near misses so many times. It's frustrating. Oh,
Huge appeal.
that was looking good. Maybe bouncing a little bit high, actually. Yeah, probably bouncing a little bit high. But otherwise, that was looking really good for an LBW. No, another over done.
Comes to an end. Not many runs coming from.
Another threatening over with no wicket. Frustrating. Could have used that last wicket. Ah, then we get to bat. So I'm about to come out. Here we go. My debut in my preferred form of cricket with the bat. Here's my chance to improve my overall club level cricket stats because they're not going to be impressive. Like I said earlier in the stream, at club level, the stats are kind of covered across all of them. So T20, one-day international, and 3-day matches. Whereas when you get promoted up, obviously, once you start doing the higher grades and international cricket, it saves the stats independently. But for now, this is all my stats together, which does not look good for me.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out.
We're only 49 behind, and we've got all day to bat. We've got heaps of time to bat and bat and bat and bat.
That's too full. Nice shot. Could be 4.
Do I get 4? Yes, I get my first boundary in 3-day matches. That felt good. Good job, Dee Dee. Flicking up away.
That last ball isn't something you want to.
So I can play more defensively when you do this match. If it's a good ball, I'm just going to block it, which I won't do in the shorter forms of the game. Like that. I'll block it. And just not get out. That's my goal, not to get out, to be the last player on the team standing. Don't need to worry about run rates or anything like that. It's the joy of playing the long form of the game. No.
Looking for the quick single. Probably.
Oh, nearly got overthrows.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
See if I can punch it down long there and just get an easy single. That would be fine. No. Ball wasn't there for that. Tried to play it straight, but it went too straight. Now they've changed the field on me.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Are now 92 for 4.
Oh, how was that a poor shot? That was exactly the right shot to play. I was playing a nice pull there. Ah, straight at the fielder. That was a good shot otherwise. Straight at the fielder. Because my player doesn't have great stats. So accuracy is not great. They'll find the fielder more often than not. There's a huge gap on that side if I can just get there. That's better.
And it's found the gap.
Not great footwork, but I just had a lot of speed to work with. So I was able to force my way through that one.
End of the over. The batting side are now 99 for 4.
So 8 runs now. The innings is away nicely. Found the gap. I'll get a couple for that. Nope, just the one. Not very fast at this level of cricket, so not very good running between the wickets. I'll take my single though.
Probably expected more there.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
Only trailing by 35 now, so we should definitely catch and have a first innings lead.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better.
Moving on. I don't know what that shot was. It was a terrible shot on every level, but because it was so weak, it just kind of dropped into the ground and I could get an easy single. Found the gap. That's what I wanted to hit too. No, just a single.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
So we did lose some wickets now, and we're still trailed by 29. So actually, it's starting to get a bit tighter. It's kind of down to me, really.
That was just an awesome delivery.
If I can push on and get a decent score, then we'll get to that target. Otherwise, 7 down, it starts to look very shaky at club level. The lower order batsmen are very not good indeed. So I really need to get this team through now. Uh-oh.
Good pick up. Run outside of the throws.
Oh, that was good running.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
This bowler insists on bouncing me. That's right. I've got the measure of the bouncer now, so I'll get something for most of those. Take that nice single. Trail by 26. Let's see if we can get this lead. Let's get a lead going. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop.
Ease that through, straight past the wicketkeeper.
Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smack
I'm doing it at a good strike rate too. 17 of 17. It's good running. good scoring, I mean. Take a nice single there.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Going with pace now.
Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
All right, trailing by 21. Getting ever closer to that lead. Come on, we can get that lead. We can get it. We can get it. Nope.
Cuts that off well in the field.
Yeah, this bowler really does like putting the bouncer in.
Be close.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to...
Okie dokie. Spinner now. Oh,
Complete miss. Oh, didn't get the
that was a bit
field.
lucky for me.
Played down the wrong
That could have hit the
line.
wickets very
Three
easily.
runs
I
at it, got
completely
nothing
missed
for
that
it.
one. Lack of concentration. No.
Oh, that would have been a
Nope,
very
nope,
risky
nope.
single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Maybe I should go for a big hit. No, I won't. That's better.
That one simple as you like inside the ring.
And I've got to 20. Hurrah! Hit 20 for the first time in my career. So a wicket and 20 runs. This is my best match by far of the 3 that I've done so far. Ah, that was... I could have hit a 6 off that one. The little blue circle means that the ball is full, but I was being too conservative. Still, punch it through for 4. That's not bad. Not a bad result. Confident hit for 4 too. Nice solid shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake.
Ah!
Do there. Totally
And then I went for a 6, and what do? I let the ball hit the wicket. Terrible. That's just terrible. Played all around it. Didn't even come close to hitting the ball. That was not good. But 24 runs from that innings. So better. Better cricket there from DD.
Stick around at the crease.
a difficult period as they come to the wicket. They don't have...
And that's the end of the next innings. So we're moving on to the second innings now. And once again, I'm being called on to do some bowling.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the university end.
So they lead by 43 at this point. They could still get a very good lead and end up
You just can't
quietly
hit
dominating
that. Beautiful.
this match,
No chance at all for the fielders.
because they're only 2 wickets down so far.
Need to do
And
anything
that's
special.
not a good
Line
sign.
and length is the key.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
That's gone. Far
Yes!
by the wicketkeeper.
I got that one. I knew that was a wicket. That's the stuff. First over, get another wicket. 2 wickets in one match. Having a good match. This is how all-rounders should play. Come on, get the occasional wicket.
Really, in the end,
Change things up. Make sure they get a solid number of runs to support the batting side as well.
And with that wicket, the new battle marks centre.
Classical all-rounding
Strike early
play.
on as they get settled into their innings.
So now that lead of 47 doesn't look very good. If we can get another 1 or 2 quick wickets before they get too many more runs, then definitely advantage us for the last innings of batting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Couldn't get it through the field. Gaul getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling.
And that is the end of the day, I think.
And as the players make their way from the field for a short break, I'm off for a short rest too.
No. It's still day one and we're into the second innings and we've actually got another session to go yet. The batting has not been good from either side. There's been very poor defence on both sides of the match.
Gaul from the university end.
All right, let's see if I can weave a little bit more magic, get one more wicket.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, though, not the bats.
No point
They played that one away pretty well.
to the boundary.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
But you can see the difference in the batting quality from when I was bowling to the tail enders in the last innings and bowling to the upper players in this one. That you definitely feel that once you start playing the international matches too, when you play the good teams, there's definitely a change in the quality of the players, the batting when they've got good stats. So it feels just like real cricket. You're bowling to the lower order, they're not very good at it. Get another over. Ooh.
Attempted drive, but poor timing and missed everything.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Loud shout.
I don't know what that was. I don't see where the ball went, so I just have to hope, but no luck. They found the gap.
Nice running, making it look easy.
Two more balls have left in this over. They nicked it through.
Misses everyone, and that's
Damn it.
away.
A little bit more of a fine edge on that nick and it could have been a wicket. So close, yet so far.
Keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Drives it, wild shot. They're confident.
I don't know where the ball goes. It just disappears behind the player, I think. Oh, I get another over. Oh, just bounced a bit.
Bowling's too good, though. Great
Just
line
bounced a
rate.
bit. Could have been
Hits the edge.
spectacular.
Couldn't have
Ah,
been any better.
That's that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Big appeal. Umpire shows no interest. Only
Nope.
wasting their breath there. Taken the edge.
I don't know why that was an edge. Commentator said a funny thing there. Let's do a normal ball this time.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that. No runs scored. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Ball ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yes, I did need to top it off with a wicket. Unfortunately, I didn't get that. Now they're simulating through. Okay, now I get to bowl again to the middle order. So they're getting runs this time in this innings.
Ball coming on. Obviously hoping
123 lead.
some trouble.
Yeah, that's a bit more significant.
Power
Oh,
and
how
precision
did-
in that shot. Flipped way off the pads. What a shot for
How did
the
they
ball.
even get across with that?
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch.
Oh, come on, roll onto the wicket. No,
No runs on that occasion.
that's a pity.
Positioned nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
No pressure on that run.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
We are getting to hopefully to another wicket soon. Come on, let's get me one more. Nope. Oh, I've got one more ball left of this over, so I'll throw it down. So here we go. Not quite.
Well, that was another good over.
Over finished.
Frustration growing on the batters.
114 for 5.
Oh, so close.
Just need to settle
So
down.
painfully
Top
close.
the ball on. These deliveries are there to be hit.
Too close.
Pull ahead.
It could have been amazing. Still hunting that second wicket. Oh, that was an easy leave for them.
On the up, and they might get
Lay up for them. I gave that one to them.
Fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is
Deserve
just
that.
too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
misses. And how did that not hit?
Did that not hit the foot?
Appeal, unless you just want to
I thought it might have hit the foot, but no. Last ball of this over.
dug that out well.
End of the over.
At least this is more consistent bowling than I did in the T20 and one-day matches.
Knows how to give the ball
It's not exactly great bowling, but it is more consistent. Which is what I wanted to do.
confident appeal. Could it be?
If we can keep them to 200, that would be great. If we could just somehow get the next 5 wickets for 50 runs. If we can keep them to 200, then I reckon we're in with a...
Loud appeal.
How was that? Must have hit a bat first. Should have been LBW, I would think. Yeah, if we can keep them to 200, then we're in a fighting chance in the last innings. But anything more than that, I reckon my team's not got the talent to do it. Not least because I can't seem to get more than 20 runs in an innings myself. And I'm meant to be one of the batting squad. Oh, that's a good shot.
Played that any better.
Drove that right back past me.
Shot to get right.
I like the playground in the background there. It's just there. It's a little playground. This is a park. Hardly a stadium.
good piece of fielding to stop some runs. The
Not such a bad over, only 4
not
from
many
it.
runs coming from it.
So I take it.
In a bit of a holding pattern for the moment.
No, they're still giving me more overs. Give me plenty of overs. I did say that sometimes you can end up getting a lot of overs in a match as a part-timer. I don't know why the AI decides that you're the one who's meant to be
Tucked nicely away.
bowling all day long, especially when I keep doing that to my bowling. Really wish I could get a fielder out there.
That last ball
I think you can change the fielding as when you're bowling, but I house rule it so that only the captain gets to change the fielding.
After the boundary, last ball.
It's pretty good practice because it forces me to try to bowl to whatever fields have been set.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Really late on the shot. Little late on that. No runs.
quick onto that in the infield.
Okay, last ball of this over. Let's see how we go. Give me a wicket. Come on, just give me a wicket. Not with that bowling, it won't be. Over finished.
On that occasion, got into position nicely. Just a bit too early on the shot. Couldn't find the gap.
More dot.
Well, we may get close to holding them to 50. I get to bowl again. One middle order and one lower order.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
Oh, we might be able to keep them to 200. That was my goal. My imaginary goal. Oh, yes. There we go. Terrible ball. But I'll take it. I'll take it. They knocked it onto the wickets for me. And I now have 2 wickets from this innings.
Been good so far. 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
New batter comes to the crease.
2 for 37. That's not bad numbers for a part-timer.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Big appeal.
That's actually really not bad numbers, especially got 1 in the first innings as well. So 3 wickets.
Very good shot.
Oh, they've snuck it past the fielder that was there. Again, fell over. I think they just fall over. This has like happened to me twice now in this game where my team's just fallen over. Let's see. They just fall over. No, they just don't react in time and then the ball just sails on past them. That's because they have low fielding stats, you see. They're not very good at following the ball.
Picks the gap with ease.
Oh, and then she just dives over it. Can I get a new fielder in that spot, please?
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
That's a better fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick
Let's
that
just
up.
have that fielder
Very
everywhere.
late on the shot.
Okay, 1 more ball this over. Done the damage, got the wicket. They won't give me a second one. They'll punish me. The AI punishes me for getting a wicket by making me give away 7 runs as well.
Elegant as ever and picking up good runs.
But anyway,
Has a bit of
wickets.
spring in
That's
their
all
step
that cricket's
after
about.
that.
Wickets. You get another over. Get another chance to try and get a 3rd wicket this innings. That would be really good. Oh, that's going to be 4.
Right out of the meat of the bat.
Eyes on the side.
There's obviously a gap in the field, so that's where the AI is targeting.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. That's a solid shot.
Oh, slower ball. Slowed it down a bit and that nearly threatened them.
Getting right in and behind it.
I don't know
Nice
why I
solid
just stepped
defense.
over that ball, but I did. It's a disaster in the field. The team's tired.
thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better.
Are now
Over down. The bowling side is building good momentum as they can.
So they did get to their leader 200. That's a problem. But it was closer than it could have been.
Finding good spots now.
Hey, there's finally a fielder there. It's nice having the protection for that ball there that I can bowl that one. Because that's the one you need to target the stumps, you see. If you don't have a fielder there, then it becomes much harder to target the stumps. Which is obviously the way I like to bowl. I like to bowl at the stumps.
On that nicely. Good
I don't like to
defence.
try and pick up wickets by edges to the slips, especially when I don't get that many slips.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Digs out the Yorker.
That's not a call. That wasn't even close to LBW. I called anyway,
Confident about
because
this.
why not?
End of the
And
session.
another over is done.
Cricket so far.
That's the end of
Time
the
to bite to
session, in fact. Looks like I get yet another over. What am I up to? 10 overs this innings? 11. This is my 12th over in the innings. Wow. My team really does rely on my bowling. 12 overs in 50. That's strike bowler numbers, that is.
Cuts that off
Oh,
right
good
in the
fielding.
field.
I like that fielder. Oh,
Nicked it.
that was good. I might as well. That was good and close that one. That was really close. Got a maiden.
Another really good over there. No loose deliveries on.
They don't happen that often in Cricket 22, maidens, so they're nice when they do. Get another over. Number 13.
That's too easy to pick up a single.
Got it behind square on the leg side. Swiveled and pulled away. Didn't get all of it though, I don't think.
Oh! Millimeters away from the stump, that one. Millimeters.
Great shot and finds the gap. Perfect timing. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Crying
I don't know what
wolf,
happened
not the
then,
best
but
approach. It'll just annoy the
they snuck through for a single. Tried to hit me for 6, didn't work. Haha.
Threw the shots
Mishit.
too early.
Nothing from that. Last ball of the over.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shots, good running.
201
Another good over comes to an end as they continue to build some pressure. More
And yet another over. Over number 14. Oh, come on.
Lovely shot. Got back quickly and finds the gap.
Got it away brilliantly.
On what planet did they have that ability to bowl that? To hit that? And then nixed straight away afterwards. So obviously the AI has decided that I must give away a lot of runs in this over.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Got hit to the boundary last ball and come
Maybe
back
the
dead on.
score that they're meant to get is 250 or so, and they'll just push it. I don't know.
Just threw the shot too early. Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. A little late on that.
Another over. They just keep going on. The grind continues.
Morris from the
Yay, finally. Maybe we can get some batten. That would be all good. Won't have too much to chase either, it looks like. Shouldn't have too much to chase down. Maybe about 100, I think. So here's a chance for me to play hero. Be there right at the end. Oh, my average is up now because I had that nice 24.
new batter strides to the middle. The bowler will be looking for another quick wicket.
238 is the target. We're at 118. So yeah, a little bit over 100. Here's a chance to play hero.
Couldn't get it through.
Don't get out first ball. No, snuck through.
Racing around, off the mark, straight.
This will be fun. This is my favourite part of cricket. When you've got a decent run chase, you've got a decent chance of being the one to be the hero. You're going to have to play well because 4 wickets down, it's quite easy to lose from this point too. So yeah, it's all poised for a good end. No, get back.
Looking for the quick single.
And got plenty of time. I think it's only about halfway through the match. Technically, it's a 3-day match, and I think we're about 1.5 days through. So yeah, we should. There'll be a result, that's for sure.
Really good over. Takes a wicket.
It'd be nice if I can be the one to deliver it. That's the goal.
Some risky shots to get those boundaries.
If I can get 3 wickets and 60, 70 runs in total, then I'll be very happy with my result from my first 3-day match. We've lost another wicket. Getting tight. Oh, come on, I hit them.
Well, that would have been a
Could have been a
very
good
risky
shot if
one.
there just wasn't
Right
somebody's
ball made in the
backside in the way there.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from...
Having a bit of trouble finding the gaps. But I'm only 5 balls in, so I'll get there. Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. Hit that one nicely. Just need to find the gaps. But, like I said, you got plenty of time. So, no rush, no panics.
Great shot.
I'm good at hitting that shot, I've decided. That's my go-to shot, especially against spinners.
Reads the length,
Just ease it
gets
down that
forward,
way.
dispatches it to
Hit
the
it with a bit of
boundary.
pace. And a nice easy cut.
Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
That was a good comeback after the boundary last ball.
2 more balls left, and then end of the over. No, get back.
Hit, and this could be gone.
Well, there was a moment
It was
of
tempting.
hesitation,
I was tempted to try and sneak through for a single, so I could be at the
No damage
facing
done.
end for the next over, but not worth it really. That one is.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably
Now I get to face the next over too.
Bit of a tidy over. Batting doesn't
I want to be the
seem
hero. I
to
need to face as many balls as I can. So I'm going to steal the lead. I'm going to steal the strike as much as possible. And I do prefer facing fast bowlers anyway. Ooh.
missed the lot.
Not a shot I should have tried.
Being played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got
I do
nothing
need to
on
be
the
smart
ball.
about this, otherwise I'll get out. That's a good
Oh,
shot.
there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
No ball too. So
A boundary last delivery.
nice.
Is it a sign
There we go.
of
We've hit
confidence
100
in
runs
the
exactly behind. So
Drives it, complete miss.
Tried to get the drive.
so now the real
timed it
the
poorly.
last leg of the run chase starts. It'll be tough. 5 wickets to get 100 runs, and the last innings is never easy, but we can do it. Especially when I'm playing like this.
Absolutely perfectly.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
DD the hero.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good
14
level.
runs of 14
Too
balls,
short and
so
you get
that's good
punished
too.
on this pitch.
Nice strike rate.
Good shot, and it's found the gap.
The short
Oh, I
ball
did get past them.
early.
I wasn't sure. I thought they might have fielded it. Let's see that in slow motion. I thought they might have fielded it, but no. It just snuck past them. That's a good over for me. Lots of fours.
Always difficult to focus after
18 or 15
the last
now.
ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
I don't know what I was trying to block then, but it wasn't where the ball was going.
Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
To the over. A good one in terms of keeping the
Probably should have
quiet.
hit a back foot shot there, I think. I tried to play that on the front foot, and it cost me. That'll only be a single because they had somebody there, but I really liked how I hit that. I thought that was very nicely hit.
And that allowed
Good,
the rotation
solid,
of the
confident
strike. Keep the
thwack.
pressure up on the bowlers.
Going with spin now.
Change of bowling. The left armour is coming into the attack.
This is good. The partnership's holding together. The other person has contributed 9. Get a nice easy single there, just playing it down to the boundary fielder. Just rotate the strike, get the nice easy runs. That's 20 now for this one. So from this match, I've got nearly 50 runs in total. That was my goal. Contribute a couple of wickets and 50 runs in total. That's a minimum for me, and I'm pretty happy with that result.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the press box end.
Bowler comes into the attack.
And we're getting ever closer to that target. Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. Not playing cricket.
Wild shot, nothing elegant about it at all. No timing, poor batting.
That was an effort to hit a 6. I actually did try and do a power strike there, but I just don't think my character or my player is ready to try and hit for the air.
Drives it. Wild shot.
They are a much more conservative batsman than that. And I deliberately set their stats to be a conservative player, so their ability to power hit would be very low. I had to reach for that one. That was really high. But I'll get 4 for that.
A textbook back foot shot. Anyone would be proud of that. It just flies to the boundary.
I really had to reach for this one. If I had to let that go, it probably would have been wide, too high. 24. So I got 24 in the first innings too. Let's see if I can push on past that this time. Not with that shot, I won't. I have to wait till my next over to give it a go. Oh no, that was the 5th ball of the over, so I got 1 more ball. See if I can get the strike. Rotate the strike, get another single. No.
Well, that was another good over.
I'll have to wait.
Frustration growing on the batters.
155 for 5.
Oh, good. The other player, my partner out there on the crease is now 15 runs, so they're contributing. This is a good partnership. This is a potentially match-winning partnership. 162. Only targeting, what was it, 250? 230. So now it's definitely within our reach. I think the advantage is with us. Oh, come on.
A lovely shorter ball. Just
What the heck was that?
modest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
That's got to be
Really is a
wide.
good amount of bounce in this pitch. Seems to be surprising the bowler.
Yeah,
That's all the short stuff
that
for
was
this over.
wide. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, what the heck
That's
was
the
that?
right
Shot
to
choice was
choose,
poor,
but
huh?
timed it badly.
I probably should need to play that off the back foot. This bowler keeps, even their shorter ones, I think I do need to play more back foot cricket against them. Except for that, which I just hit straight to the fielder. I'm having trouble getting some runs now. I'm hitting a slow patch. If this was televised cricket, they'd be saying that I'm in all kinds of trouble because I haven't hit a run from like 4 balls, 5 balls, 6 balls, whatever. There we go.
That's a wondrous shot. Straight through the covers.
That'll be a nice easy 4.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front
Broke the run of poor batting. So that's good. That means I've got 50 runs now in total for this match. That's a decent contribution.
Wilson into the attack now from the press box end.
Oh, we lost one. We're 1 more wicket down, so that makes things a little bit tougher. We're into the lower order in terms of my partners. That's got to be wide.
Another chance to
It
bowl
is.
that one. Really can't have been wide by much though.
They're really bowling short. The AI is absolutely insisting on pummeling me with short bowling. I mishit that.
Onto that in the infield.
A little late on that.
Missed opportunity, that one. It was a good full one.
Massive edge.
Oh, no.
Pick up, run outside of
Oh, you got there.
Well, that could have ended.
I shouldn't have run that,
Very
but
good, fast
I
run
did.
Between the stumps gets them home.
I wanted off strike. Okay, 1 more run and I get to 30 for the first time in my career. That'll be it.
Amazing effort to get to that one. What a great piece of fielding.
It's been a bit streaky, this batting performance, but for the first time, 30. So, yeah, definitely a good match for me there. That was a bit risky. I dug that one out at the last second, but it was definitely going to hit the wickets if I didn't get something on that. Right at the last moment I did. Thank goodness. There is still a chance I can get to 50 in this match. I can't get to 100 because there's not enough runs left. If I get close, we'll win, but I can get to 50. That would be good.
Brilliant diving stop.
Sensible decision in the
Get
end
my
not to
first
take
career
that
50. get to see a celebration on the stream. If you do, that'll be your reward for sitting around for 2 hours watching this stream. Went a bit longer than my normal streams, but can't exactly stop a cricket match mid. Uh-oh.
Chance.
Oh, good, they threw it to the wrong end.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. Let
And
the
take
ball
it.
do all the work. Push it down.
If they had thrown it to the bowler's end, I was all trouble. Okay. Oh, we're out for the next day or session or whatever. Oh, we've lost another wicket. We're 7 down. This is big problems now. I might run out of partners.
Big appeal.
I don't think so. Yeah, it was going down leg or whatever.
Wicket.
Damn it.
Just stunning bowling.
Damn it, damn it. Let the sign down there. I just misplayed that one completely. So no 50 for me yet in my career, but each match has been a step up. That T20 was a disaster. The one-day match, I got my first wicket in bowling, and in this one, I've done a bit with both bat and ball. We probably won't win it now, unfortunately, because don't have enough left. Yeah, all out.
Extremely comfortable win. Just
We
so many
lost by 12
complete with that level of
runs.
skill shown. It was a masterclass.
12 runs, but at least I also made the board there, you can see. Christchurch down the bottom in the second innings. I had the second highest score for the team. So, close. A 12-run loss after all of that. Very close indeed. So that is the start of career mode in Cricket 22. That's the 3 different formats of the cricket that you can play. Obviously, in the higher levels, the 3-day matches become 4-day matches, and then eventually test matches at 5-day matches. But other than that, that is basically what you do. You do those 3 formats of the test of the matches. You develop your career. You can eventually become captain, start making selections of your teams, get promoted, and play in various competitions and all that kind of stuff. So it's the full experience of a cricket career, and it seems to work well on the Switch. I had that one crash while we were doing the stream, but that was a one-off, and that didn't happen again. So yeah, it's all looking good. That'll be enough for this stream tonight. Hope you got a good sense of Cricket 22. It's out now. You can buy it in stores in Australia, I believe, and probably 1 or 2 other places around the world, England or whatever. But otherwise, you'll need to grab it online off the download store. All right, thanks everyone, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next stream.